Greetings again. This is Dr. Bill White with the American Orthodontic Society, and I want to cover another thing that people thought you could not move teeth into areas where there was no bone. The surgeons would have to cut the jaw and bring it out, or else they split the jaw and put implants in there leaning out to the side, when all you had to do is just put a little pressure on these teeth and you could bring the teeth out and widen them, and the bone structure around the teeth will grow with them as long as you're pulling this whole group out there. And so I wanted to show this case here that pretty well proves that, and I hope you'll understand how this can be done. And this is an old people believe that like that. Well, now that we're thinking about these modern things that are happening, but this truth will stay regardless of whether we're in 5 or 10G, whatever you want to call it like that, it'll still be true. That. Let's go ahead and take a look at this young man. Let me get back over here. And here is the young man, and you don't really see the area where the lower teeth went inside of the upper teeth on the left side of the mouth right there. And it was really far in. And if you looked at the models, we had to go in, the cuspid tooth was way out here, so we're going to widen this upper arch out here, and that made it even further that we'd have to move these teeth to keep them so that they occlude against this. And we did this with a large arch wire, and we were widening one side, so you had to use elastics now to make sure your expansion was over here, like you would have teeth here, and on the other side it was correct, and the teeth would be like that. And we wanted, and over on this side over here, the lower teeth were in here somewhere, the upper teeth were closing down like that out here. Now we had to widen the upper teeth, which we have these teeth right here, widen them. So you wore elastics in there. You would hook the elastic here and bring it up on this tooth, hook it here and bring it up on over this tooth, and we put expansion in this lower arch, and we could have the expansion would go on one side of the mouth only. So we'll watch that and see how it takes place right here. I'm going to erase that. Now, we've got a bird here singing in the place. And we're going to have to widen this out in this way, right here. What is that bird? Anyway, we have done that. So you widen the upper ones, and now you're going to bring the lower even further out, and we'll bring it out. Now we've got to take the lower teeth out further. You watch the bone structure on both sides. Here we are later on, and this is 91, I think, and this was 89, and we've got it out here. And this bone looks a little thicker here, but he has good bone. You could palpate it on that side of the mouth, and as far as we're concerned, the teeth stayed out there in that area, and you just widen the teeth out. You carry all of these teeth at one time and go kind of slow, and they will move out in that direction. Now, if you're moving lower anteriors, you have to run a lip bumper. Back here, the pressure of the lip mechanism is rather weak, and you can just bring them out, and the bone structure will go right with the teeth. And so here we are. This is just before we finished. I brought this cuspid out further, and these teeth have moved out, and you can see the bone structure. They were back in here, and you can feel and palpate the bone in here. So the teeth took the bone with them, and we brought these teeth back in, right here, this out. We've been moving teeth where there isn't any bone for years. Some kid sucks their thumb, their teeth stick out. Even an adult, their teeth would stick out too, and the teeth move out there with the bone, and we bring them back, and the bone goes with them. So this is something I will stand behind, that you can move teeth where there is no bone. And if you're careful with it, you can hear that bone structure will go out with the teeth. In fact, we brought these teeth out, and the bone structure is good on them. And down here, these teeth move even further. They came out almost a half inch, and the bone is still on them. So I want to close this as the final part, and we went from that to that. And that's the end of that deal. I thank you for watching, and I'm going to close out now and say I hope you'll join our group and subscribe to our channel. And we're going to cover a bunch of other truths that I think will hold up regardless of what group you're in. So I'll say goodbye, and I'm going to close out now. Thank you for watching, and join our group and subscribe to our channel.